Archbishop Giovanni Becciu serves as the Vatican's Deputy Secretary of State, meaning he's the number 3, so to speak, at the Vatican. He's also one of the few people who is traveling with the Pope during his trip to Mexico and Cuba. In fact, up until a few months ago, he was the nuncio in Cuba, so he knows the area and the people quite well.
The people of Latin America should recognize this trip as a gesture of the Pope's great love and concern. Taking on such a long trip isn't easy.
He also adds that the Pope's visit will bring hope to Cuba's people. In a way, the 3-day visit will also highlight the work the Catholic Church does on the island.
It's nice to think that the Pope is going as a pilgrim of charity, which is the motto the Cuban Church is emphasizing for this trip. It's a way to highlight the charity and love the Church has for the people of Cuba. That has been the strength that has attracted the admiration of the Cuban believers and non-believers.
Becciu says Benedict XVI already has his speeches ready for the trip. To prepare, the Pope has also set time aside to pray for the 2 apostolic trips.
He has prepared very quietly, but with a lot of motivation and enthusiasm. He wants to get to know the Mexican people and the Cuban people by directly seeing the reality of these 2 countries.
The situation of the Church in these 2 countries is very different. In Mexico, for example, there are over 16,000 priests, while in Cuba there are only 361. Becciu says those few priests, though, are true heroes.
I truly admire the work of these priests. It's work that's done quietly and discreetly. They can't take part in large external initiatives, but they have a supernatural spirit that doesn't shy away from sacrifice. They have a desire to give and to care for the poor, and this makes them heroes.
The Pope's trip to Mexico and Cuba marks his 2nd visit to Latin America. His first visit was back in 2007 when he visited Brazil. He's planning on going back to Latin America on July of 2013 to celebrate World Youth Day in Rio.